everybody, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the first episode of Rokudenashi Mahou Koushi to Akashic Records.
Say that 5 times fast.
No, thank you.
Right. If you want to check out our reaction to the first episode of Rokudenashi Mahou Koushi to Akashic Records, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, this was different.
Definitely not what we expected at all.
Well, I guess we should have expected it because our main character is the teacher. It's not a student.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was quite the amusing episode. I think probably one of my favorite parts about this episode. I was definitely also impressed. I think one of my favorite parts about this episode was the almost flipped running into each other cliche.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Usually you see the girl running into the guy.
And then blaming it on
the guy. But this time you see the guy running into the girl.
I gotta say, this guy deserves everything that he got in this episode. Because
He
like
went out
you
of
get
his way
the
to
first
deserve
part
it.
where he almost like frickin' tackles them, and like
And basically,
Also calls them brats.
well, yeah, there's that too. But
minor
you know,
compared
like
to the
they
mild
launch him
groping.
up in the air or whatever, and I'm just thinking, man, you fucking deserved it, because all it would have taken is one slight sidestep, and you would have missed them and completely avoided that situation.
Instead of trying to barrel straight through. But then we get the snapping of the garter belt.
Yeah, those school uniforms are ridiculous.
I know. Where
Like,
were
they're
they?
stupid.
Where were they? Designed by Faye Valentine?
Yeah, no school ever would make that the female school uniform.
Yeah, I don't even think the Hooking Academy would make those an official uniform.
Ouch.
They are hot though.
No, they are sexy. It's just like, wow, that would never fucking happen.
Right?
Sexy trumps logic.
Sexy Trump's logic.
But yeah, I can't really complain because I do think that they're, well,
I can complain a little bit, I think. Like, I think they're sexy, but at the same time, I'm sitting there going, no school in their right minds would have a school uniform where it forces the female students to show everything from the bottom of their rib cage down to their pelvis.
Pretty much, yeah. Exposed mid
Right?
mini skirt.
It just wouldn't happen.
basically what Aeonic just said.
But I'll say, yeah, and what Fancelli just said, they wouldn't hire such an unqualified teacher either.
Yeah, well, if you look at the boys' uniform in this, it's basically normal.
Normal blazer.
Yeah, like they're wearing like a normal blazer or whatever, so...
That's sexist.
That is very sexist.
It's pushing the fan service, I think.
It is pushing the...
It's definitely that. Roy Mustang.
Yes.
All female officers will be required to wear
tiny miniskirts!
Yeah,
Immortal line.
immortal line.
So actually, fan theory here. What if the principal is just Roy Mustang in his older years?
Ew.
You're welcome for the imagery. Thank you, Manless. You put it succinctly.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. The principal is a male rather than a female.
Yeah, that is something that I kind of like about what we see here. There's a lot of cliches that are kind of tilted a little bit.
Where's Hawkeye? Maybe she learned magic and became the witch. If Riza Hawkeye were a witch, she probably would be. What's her name?
Well,
like Camilla or something?
Silica.
Silica.
Not Silica.
Cecilca. It looks like Cecilia, but
It has 2 C's in it. I know that.
yeah, it looks like Silkia?
Silcia?
Silkia? No, they
Silkia.
pronounce the second
Celsius.
one with a hard
Silkia.
K sound.
Silkia.
Silkia,
Silkia.
something like that.
Miss fuck you up if you cross the line. That's what.
Yeah. Okay, so in the in between part, I compared this series to Denpa
Right.
and there are so many parallels there.
Overly serious
you-
female
yeah,
student.
Well, yeah, you have the overly serious female student.
Mm-hmm.
You have the teacher who is forced to become a teacher, even though
Against his will. And
against
under,
his will,
and
even
under
though
duress.
he wants to be a hikikomori, under duress from a blonde who
Will fuck
will
his shit
literally
up.
fuck his shit up.
Yeah, if he doesn't do it.
I don't think I actually noticed that 10x.
Yeah, I
That
didn't notice.
sounds horrible.
Like, there's just way too many similarities there for me, and mostly because I didn't like Denpa Kyoshi. Like, it grabbed me for about one story arc, which was about like 2-3 episodes. Then after that, it was just like, blah.
Bleh.
So I guess we'll see if this goes the same way. But I think, given the more, I guess, extreme situation than Denpa had, with magic being involved, that could set up some really funny situations. This might be a little better, I think, than Denpa. And on a technical level, especially the visuals, it's far better as well.
Well, yeah, the visuals are pretty good in this.
But then again, I could probably eat nothing but cup ramen for a month and shit out a better looking anime than Denpa.
I'll try not to think about that. Thank you.
You're welcome for the imagery.
About the only thing that I could
Better than 100.
complain about the story that we've gotten so far is the duel at the end. And I don't really want to complain about it because it was a comical set of events.
Mm-hmm.
But our teacher here, Glenn, kind of just chucks the rules out the window. Because it is a duel. There is regulation, or there's rules to it. The loser has to do what the winner says, right? That's rules of the duel. He's definitely a scumbag.
Well,
he's
I
a
mean,
big bastard.
The translation of the title that we had in the sub that we watched was what was it?
Like
Akashic Records of the Bastard Teacher or something like that.
Yeah, like what, the bastard teacher in Magical High School and the Akashic Records or something like that.
Yeah. I considering that this is a magical world, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was almost expecting a almost like No Game No Life, where it forced you.
You're like you're like magically bound
Yeah,
to abide by the rules.
I think that would have been hilarious. I kind of wish they went that way. They might still. I don't know, because it kind of just cuts right there. But at the very end, the teacher was like, "Nope, fuck that. I'm out. See ya."
Well, there's still a full series to go through, so.
Yeah. I'm hoping that he has character development. That's actually one of the things I really hated about Denpa Kyoshi was the main character, the teacher. He was the exact same the entire way through.
That is true. The only character development you got was a little bit with the students he helped, not him himself.
Yeah.
But I do have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised that this is not an irregular Magic High School type series.
Which was exactly what I was expecting, so, yeah.
Also, him walking into the girls' locker room.
Oh,
Cliche
God.
moment.
I
Cliche.
love how he called it out as cliche.
That's actually one of the things I really like about this episode.
Like a boss.
Like a boss! And high fives all around! Really? That little, like, sparkling blood as he's uppercutted out of the room. But yeah, that's one of the things I think I'm going to like about this anime. It looks like it's not going to take itself seriously at all. Where I think that was another downside of Denpa Kyoshi. It was a comic situation, but I think it tried to take the storylines of reforming the students a little too seriously. This one, like I said, it calls out the comic and cliche situation of the guy walking in on the girls changing, and that's almost a fourth wall break, pretty much. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice small one, and that's kind of like this entire first episode. It was just those tiny little details where you can tell that they know what the cliche is, and they're going to, like I said,
and they
tilt it.
Yeah, they tilt it or sidestep it, or pretty well done in that
So
respect.
far, I'm enjoying it. I want to watch episode 2, 3, and 4. We'll see how far that goes, because this could go rather horribly, and
the potential for absolute failure is high, but this could be the funny series of the season if they play their cards right.
Unfortunately, I haven't watched Trinity 7, so I don't. Have you guys seen Trinity 7?
No.
So I haven't. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but it really did not interest me in the slightest.
Yeah, I don't think we've had that exposure, so.
But yeah, the series, like, it was funny, but again, it just sent off way too many warning flags to me as far as its similarities to Denpa Kyoshi. So,
I guess kind of wait and see.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't. Like, it's a generic harem that's. I'm not sure if it's really a harem because, like, it's the teacher versus everybody else.
No,
They're
he was
talking about
Trinity
Trinity 7.
Oh, Trinity 7. Okay.
Nobody likes him yet.
Yeah, nobody likes him yet. There's certainly the possibility there. And that's kind of the same thing with Denpa Kyoshi. It wasn't exactly a harem, but it kind of felt set up that way. Especially
could
after
turn into
people
one.
started liking him.
I don't think it was labeled as a harem.
I don't think so.
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, it's somewhere in between a harem and not a harem.
Not a harem. It wasn't tagged as a harem.
Yeah.
So
I guess under the right circumstances, it could be set up as it could be one.
I again think it's not going to be exactly a harem, but it's kind of. How do I want to put it?
Guy just surrounded by girls, perhaps.
Yeah, like once they start liking him, then it becomes more harem-esque, but it's not exactly a harem.
Yeah.
pseudo harem.
Yes.
I know that there was one anime that came out. I want to say a year and a half, 2 years ago. I know it was before we actually started doing Otaku Saga, but it was either. I think it might have came out at the same time as One Punch Man, which was just before Otaku Saga.
It's probably doing YouTube.
It had a very similar premise. Guy comes in to replace a teacher, goes through a bunch of main harem protagonist cliches, and basically turns out to be like a very awesome guy in the end. I was expecting the duel at the end to be like total warfing. But that anime it was like what
Kusen Madoshi?
it might have been that.
Yeah, I really don't remember the one you're talking about.
Yeah, because you watched the first episode was like, fuck this. Yeah, like you seriously was like, oh fuck.
Well, we'll have to.
That one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
I
watched
did.
the first episode and was like, fuck this.
Well, I think that's a little unfair to say, but that I watched the first episode and it didn't interest me. very
Yeah,
much.
well, it was really like fucking cliche. So yeah, we didn't.
Just from the art, it looks like it's a clone.
Yeah, it
It's
really
a Magic
was.
High School clone.
Like,
Just looking at the promo art here.
It's forgettable.
Yeah. Okay.
Then again, around that time period, I mean, that's when the Magic High School genre was at its peak.
Yeah.
So Skywars. Oh, okay. Skywars is a canon.
Yeah, I would have remembered if,
That's
if
the name I always
that
heard
was
it
the
as.
name that came up first.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I watched
potato.
episode 1. No, I watched 2 episodes of it, but it was.
We as a group watched 1 episode. I remember that.
Yeah.
And at the end,
I
we
don't
were all just
remember.
like, ugh.
Yeah, I didn't even remember us watching the episode. I think it was under consideration for the first season of Anime Reaction,
Yeah.
but we just watched it and were like, yeah, no. Especially when you had series like, One Punch Man in our original lineup that we still need to like find the footage for and all that stuff. But anyway, back to the series at hand here. We'll see.
If we put any of that up, it's going to be re-recorded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Because,
No.
well, we've already run into problems with companies being like, oh, you can just barely hear the anime in the background. Copyright. So I don't even want to risk it with that footage.
True.
So before we started using the headphones.
But Akashic Records, I want to see at least 3 episodes, and by the 3rd, I want to see some character development.
For our bastard teacher.
If I don't see some character development and basically this spiel of the dude just being a dumbass, then yeah, this isn't gonna go very far.
Yeah, an episode or 2 would be alright, but a quarter of the way through the series would be a bit much, even for me.
What girl is your fave so far?
We haven't seen them all.
Yeah, I don't have a fave so far.
Yeah.
I guess if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the teacher that gave him a recommendation. Because I really don't like
So
Sisty.
cute.
I don't like Sisty or the other girl.
Too studious and too ditzy for you.
Every girl wearing that uniform.
Bring Garda Bell as a school uniform.
So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up this time. Unless you guys got...
No, I think you pretty much nailed it.
No, I think I've said what I wanted to say about the series.
Yeah.
So
Also, we did not get the guy first scene guy walking into...
But yeah.
it wasn't the first
It
scene.
wasn't the
but
first scene, but it was a scene.
Okay, like, I know that we said what we said about that, but when he did actually walk into their changing room, it was just funny because he called it out as cliche.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why that scene worked, I think.
Very much so. It wasn't just, the
Oh,
lone
and also
boy.
the dumb scene right before he walked in where they're doing the chicks talking about their boob sizes and groping and everything when they're in changing rooms.
I haven't seen that one. I think I've seen the first episode of that, but I haven't seen anything past it. I think... I don't know.
I didn't watch it. Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero.
Pseudo-incest vibes.
Yeah, that's basically it too. Like the Sisty and the other chick that are really close.
And we'll see. They're living together for one. Or they're kind of like blonde one's boarding with the noble family that Sisty's from. But yeah, they're kind of like besties that would probably start like being all over each other after a shot.
Pretty much. Anyway, I think we should go ahead and wrap it up here.
Let's.
So let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu or Kara Sensei to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And if you'd like to help support us, please go ahead and check out our Patreon page.